I've ever seen us do. I walked in, Jay and his buyer, Marjorie, were having a meeting.
And she picked it.
Marjorie had already picked it for her show. And I said, I've got to have that for host pick. So she let me have it. But these are the matching pieces. Okay, so the cuff, you want to talk about big. Look at that piece of turquoise in this cuff. This we were supposed to do at $230. We're doing it for $195, but it is one of the most limited pieces in the show. The matching ring is $85.90, down from $105. And let me just show you, I'm going to put these on. This is going to go back with the largest bead style necklace that we have ever offered in turquoise, period, bar none. And Jay, this was no easy feat. We were supposed to actually get a few more of the cuffs, but this is 7 peaks turquoise. Obviously, it's completely adjustable because it's open in the back. The matching ring is 7 peaks as well, and the necklace will be 7 peaks. So tell us the story and the rarity and the difficulty in getting these massive stones.
Okay, well, you got 3 things going on here. If you look at that cuff, you see the size of that cabochon that's in that cuff. And here again, these are all individually hand fabricated from sterling silver sheet material. The key thing there is silversmiths. You have to have silversmiths to be able to do this kind of work. This is, okay, just this cabochon alone. Can you imagine the size of the piece of turquoise that you have to cut one of these monster cabs? You just saw 3 different photos of 3 different cabs. They're all monster cabs. They're all uniquely different in their own right. These are truly one-of-a-kind pieces. There's no 2 of them that can be identical. Some of them are going to be a little bit more clear. Some of them are going to have a little bit more matrix. But think about the size. You have to have something the size of a baseball to be able to cut that. Look at the matrix in this ring.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You have to cut this ring, you literally, and that's natural matrix in this. That's the natural matrix. You have to have a piece of turquoise the size of a golf ball to be able to cut that cabochon. Now, you're gonna get a little bit of bead material and stuff off of that, and then you go back to this round bead necklace, and you know that's my favorite, right? To make it a 7 peaks. It took us, each of those necklaces, that's the largest round graduated turquoise necklace I have ever made. I've ever made in 23 years. I've never made one that size. It took 5.5 pounds initially of solid rough. This is not compressed nugget material. This is right from the big pieces. And that, it really, you get so much waste on it. Really, it's impossible. The only reason that we can even do the pricing that we're doing is because the way we work, we go directly to the mine. We buy the directly from the miners. We get it right out of the ground. We hand select. We take the best grades that we can that actually ever were produced in the mine. We buy it on a regular basis. We do all the cutting. We do all the designing. We do all the silver work. All in-house. Okay, we will let you know when that bracelet is gone because it's almost gone, but you need matching studs to go with this. We only have 300 pairs of the matching studs. These are Mondo studs. Yes, they're big. Look at that. They're $62.90 down from $74.90. So $62.90 will be the price on the studs. $15 and change on your charge card to be able to get those home.